Today on an all-new Dr.Phill, Two Daughters.
You haven't spoken to your mother in 2 years.
She's told me to do her a favor and get hit by a bus.
One she raised.
The day she's giving birth, you say you're going to commit suicide.
I heard she had the baby and that I wouldn't want to bear it.
The other she placed for adoption.
You said, and I quote, "Sierra is not my priority."
That's out of context.
Put that in context then. I'd love to hear this. Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Okay, two sisters, 2 years apart. One was placed for adoption. The other was raised by their biological mother, Claudia. Now, both sisters knew about each other, but who had the better childhood? Sierra says she grew up always imagining what life would be like for her sister, Celia, having a mother who looked just like her, who loved and understood her because they shared the same DNA. But Celia says she grew up jealous of Sierra. Her sister was adopted and got to live with an upper middle class family in a nice house in the suburbs. She had two parents and a brother who loved her. Her family traveled the world and made a point to have dinners together every night. But Sierra says she always felt like Celia was the lucky one because she wasn't separated from her birth mother. Now, on the other hand, Celia says she doesn't feel lucky at all. She says her half-sister dodged a bullet because Claudia doesn't deserve to be called mother. Take a look.
I want absolutely nothing to do with Claudia. When I was living with Claudia, I lived off of like egg sandwiches and whatever food I could steal from the dollar store. Claudia would sit in her living room in her own filth. Sinks always full, kitchen garbage full and smelling. Claudia was very depressed.
My depression got worse and worse. And unfortunately, that manifested with me as a lot of anger.
Claudia told me that she wished she would have had an abortion. She told me to do her a favor and instead of getting on the bus for school, to get hit by it. Claudia has been violent with me multiple times. About 3 years ago, Claudia banged on my door at 3 a.m. wanting a cigarette, and the next thing I know, things are being thrown at my door.
I just started throwing everything that I could, pots and pans and dishes.
She's just throwing cast iron skillets at me.
She was so dismissive of how I felt, and that just set me off.
Claudia is so good at playing the victim. Claudia says things like, everybody hates me, nobody cares about me, I should just kill myself.
I always had feelings of total worthlessness.
Claudia will always apologize in tears.
I'm so sorry for the things that I've said and I've done.
Claudia never changes.
Okay, now, you haven't spoken to your mother in 2 years.
I have sent messages, but I haven't actually had a conversation with her.
Okay, so why have the first face-to-face here today?
I don't think anything other than her being in front of all of these people and their reactions, I feel like that will open her eyes.
She told you that she wished she had aborted you, correct?
Correct.
She told you to just get hit by a bus.
Yeah, she's told me to do her a favor and get hit by a bus rather than get on it for school.
Okay. Don't get on the bus, get hit by it.
Do her a favor.
How old were you?
I was 16.
Now, Celia says she has no faith Claudia can ever change, but Claudia says she has no idea why her daughter is so mad at her, and that, in fact, she has changed. Take a look.
The last time I saw Celia was after she gave birth to her daughter. My father told me that Celia had the baby and that she was in the hospital, and also that I wasn't wanted there. This was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I mixed some bleach and ammonia together, and I was gonna drink it.
Claudia's been threatening all of us with suicide our whole lives, so this time my grandma was like, we need to call the cops.
They took me to the same hospital that Celia was at.
I was infuriated that she did this. I walked in there and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Can I not have my first child in peace? And she is like, well, I was told that no one wants me here. And I'm like, because of this. This is the exact reason why you are not allowed in our lives.
I just started crying. Nobody was giving any consideration to the pain that I was going through.
I was so floored. Claudia made my first birthing experience all about her.
The depression is not an excuse that I use. It's a disability that I have been working on for 20 years. I have made a dramatic change.
Well, Celia has not seen her mother, Claudia, in 2 years. Come on out, Claudia. Claudia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Have a seat. Why have you not seen her for 2 years?
She's forbidden me to see her.
Do you know why?
She had a rough childhood with me. I was very angry, very depressed, and unfortunately, she was the one who took the brunt of it.
What were you trying to do when you said, do me a favor and get hit by the bus?
I did not say that directly to her. I was in the shower and having an anxiety attack, and she overheard me say that.
You screamed it.
In the shower to myself while I was having an anxiety attack.
Okay, and that makes that okay.
It doesn't make it okay.
And you say you've seen her child without her permission.
My father would tell me when she was there, and I would come over and hug her and hold her and take pictures with her.
And post them on social media.
You saw the child without permission and then posted it on social media so you could rub it in her face. What did you expect her to do at that point?
I was looking for a reaction.
How childish is it to go behind her back, see it, and then post it on social media and go,
No, that wasn't.
Oh, that wasn't?
That wasn't the reason.
Oh,
that
really?
wasn't how I saw it.
Really? So you didn't think she would see that?
Well, she had me blocked, and I had it only friends could see it, so it wasn't like everybody was going to see it.
Yeah, well, how'd that work for you?
It didn't.
Yeah. So the day she's giving birth, you say you're going to commit suicide and go to the same hospital where she's in labor.
Okay, I didn't know which hospital she was in.
Well, here's the text that you sent to Paula, your twin sister.
Yeah.
Claudia, you say, did you get to see the baby? Paula, yes, last night. Claudia, I'm going to kill myself today. I'm sure you'll be relieved. Picture of bottles. Paula, the police are on the way. We cannot help you anymore. I hope that one day you are able to see that you have been loved all this time. Claudia, my sister and daughter hate me. What do I have to live for? Not one single thing. So your thought is, my gift to you on this most glorious day of having your child and starting your family is I'll burden you with my suicide.
My thought was I wanted to end this pain, and she doesn't want me around anyway, so she probably wouldn't care.
Coming up, Claudia says she doesn't know why her daughter she placed for adoption is even here today. Sierra will be here. She'll explain that when we come back.
My parents told me growing up, Claudia could reach out to me at any time. When I was 10, she had said that she wanted to build a relationship with me. It made me feel excited, but Claudia never made an attempt to see me.
I think it's my time to find love.
I want to date younger men.
I'm as sexual as I was in my teens.
Where's all the men at?
Here we go. It just got real.
Turn it up now.
This is our chance. Keep her alive. Save who you can save.
No one's gonna find us, right? Everybody I have cared for has either died or left me. Run! There's no halfway with this. We finish what we started.
I've decided to go to rehab. I'm still here, bitches.
We got a big surprise. Gage is gonna be a big brother.
1,000-Pound Sisters, season premiere, Tuesday at 9 on TLC.
Starting Friday. You gotta get with it or get lost. Ready to Love returns with new episodes, followed by the new series, All the Single Ladies.
You ladies have decided?
I am apprised. Friday at 8/7 Central. Part of Real Drama Weekends on OWN.
All these young, untimely deaths.
For your kid, fame can be poisonous.
He shared with me something. Oh, I hesitate to even say it.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series. Monday at 9 on ID.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I heard.
So embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart.
Next, I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode, Friday, 8/7 Central.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait.
Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your
The
ass.
sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back.
And own that. And again, and again, and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday at 8/7 Central.
To Beth for telling us about Peptiva Nighttime Probiotics.
To Beth.
Welcome, ladies. You know, the best thing about Peptiva is that I can digest food like a kid again.
No, the best thing is that I get to sleep like a kid again.
Digestion.
Ladies.
With Peptiva, you get both.
Peptiva is the first doctor-formulated probiotic that works at night with key ingredients backed by 7 clinical studies. And right now, you can get a complimentary sample by texting CUBE to 369-369. Peptiva works while you sleep to soothe indigestion, cramping, bloating, even constipation, while promoting digestive health. And it has time-released melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life.
Okay, girls, what do we have next week?
Tacos.
Wings. Chili.
Peptiva is flying off the shelves at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting CUBE to 369-369. Text now, and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort absolutely free. That's CUBE to 369-369.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house. How about we throw a party here?
I can't dance, and I can't draw a straight line. But he got me to do this, and so I did my best self and anti-self. First is my best self. All right, I understand it looks like a duck. But this, and I named it Philip. And I named it Philip because Robin calls me Philip. And I am at my best with Robin. So that's my best self. I'm very cerebral. Obviously, I'm very analytical and cerebral, but when I'm with Robin, I'm not that way. She brings out the emotional side, and I'm much more complete when I'm with her. And the drawing, the idea is I'm open-armed. I'm like inviting people to come in. I'm here to help, open-armed. I have a smile on my face. I'm very optimistic, so the sun is out. Birds are flying. There's a frog down there for some, God, I don't know why. There's just a frog down there. And then there's my anti-self. My anti-self is named, Are You Kidding Me, Calvin? Calvin is my middle name, and you notice I have my arms crossed, and I don't suffer fools gladly, I admit. And I think about John McEnroe playing tennis. Are you kidding me? And sometimes I get that way. I realize that I'm impatient. I didn't know how to draw folded arms, but that's what that's supposed to be. So that's my anti-self. Are you kidding me, Calvin? That's not so bad, right? I mean, you can tell. It's like a duck with folded wings, I guess. I don't know. You don't have to be an artist to do this.
And what we were talking about before the show is it's so interesting that we draw the same way we drew when we were younger, unless we're trained.
Oh, absolutely. I've been drawing that since 5th grade.
And so, and so what it says is that even at a young age, we're able to express ourselves with the same picture, with the same best self and anti-self. And we're now making this for the month of May. We're making it a challenge.
So the Best Self Challenge is designed to get everybody engaged. It's the month of May, is Mental Health Month. What we want you to do is draw your best self and your anti-self and post it on social media and use hashtag Best Self Challenge. And tag 3 friends and tag Coach Mike at Coach Mike Bear. Because we want to see these, and I want to fill these screens with them. So really ask yourself, what is your best self? What is your anti-self? And let's draw them and put them up. I did it. You can do it. And in honor of the challenge, everybody in this audience is going home with a copy of Mike's book. All right? So, all of you millions of people out there around the United States and around the world, because we're on in a lot of countries, I expect to see your best selves on the internet, all on these social. Let's make this a big thing. I want to thank all of my guests today, and of course, Coach Mike. Go to drphil.com for more information about today's show. If you're a fan of podcasts, go subscribe to my podcast, Fill in the Blanks. You can also find more information about the podcast at drphillintheblanks.com. Now, if you love true crime, and I do because I did a year's postdoctoral fellowship in forensic psychology, you're going to love my other podcast, Analysis of Murder, by Dr. Phill. And we're going to have some real interesting cases there. I hope you guys have really been listening to what we've been talking about here. And when I say a step at a time, stay safe mentally and emotionally, but be good stewards of what you have. Family is very important. And your mom has been working hard. Let's do this a step at a time. Fair enough? Okay, we'll see you next time.
Today,